On a rain-drenched street, a girl once called Queen Bee sobbed on her knees, clutching the hem of the boy she'd bullied for years.
Please, I am begging you. I was wrong. I was so wrong.
But Ren's eyes held no pity. Only the cold weight of memories she'd carved into him. The city around them was empty, as if the world had shrunk to this single, pitiful plea.
After all those years, now she cries?
I'll do anything, just don't leave me alone.
Why did you only realize what you had when you already destroyed it?
The question hung in the rain, heavier than the downpour. She opened her mouth to answer, but the words wouldn't come. To understand this moment, we must go back to the day it all began. It didn't start in the rain. It started years earlier, when two children shared a world only they understood.
Ren, keep up. If you fall behind, I'll leave you.
But by middle school, her playful commands had become public humiliations. Her laughter became a weapon, and Ren was always the target.
Isn't it sweet? He still thinks we're actually friends.
She doesn't mean it. She's the only one who ever paid attention to me.
When she spilled juice on his shirt in front of everyone, the laughter stung worse than the stain, and the stain never really washed out.
Oh no, Ren, I am so clumsy. You don't think I did it on purpose, right?
This is nothing. I can take it. She's still my friend, right?
He learned to read the words carved into his desk without flinching. Loser, creep.
When we were kids, she promised we'd always be together. Promises don't just vanish, do they? Maybe someday she'll look at me the way she used to.
By second year, Saori perfected her craft. Ren wasn't a friend, he was her charity project.
Everyone, meet my little charity case. Without me, he'd be eating lunch alone forever.
It stings, but if I speak up, she might leave. Without her, I am nothing.
In private, she'd mock his mother's double shifts, his second-hand clothes, every crack in his life. She pretended to mend.
Your mom works so hard just to keep the lights on. No wonder you can't afford real friends.
He ate lunch on the rooftop, the one place her voice couldn't reach, but the walls kept closing in.
She knows family secrets I never told her. How deep does this go?
One day in the hallway, he heard her voice through the door, muffled but poisonous.
At the festival, we'll give Ren a surprise he'll never forget. A real showstopper.
The school festival? What nightmare is she planning? I am not ready for this.
The school festival arrived, the auditorium packed with students buzzing with excitement. Saori strode onto the stage, microphone in hand.
Time for our special roast. And the guest of honor is my dear friend, Ren.
Behind her, the screen flashed a photo. Ren's family, a snapshot of poverty she had stolen.
Did you know his dad ran away from debts? And his mom scrubs floors just to feed him.
She actually did it. In front of everyone. My whole life, a joke.
The auditorium erupted in laughter, but Ren didn't cry. He started laughing, a hollow, chilling sound.
Ha. That's it, Saori. You think that hurts? We're done. This friendship is over.
The laughter died. Saori's smile froze, the mic trembling in her hand. Ren walked away, the crowd parting in stunned silence. For the first time, he didn't look back, and in that moment, the queen bee's reign began to crumble, though she didn't know it yet. The next morning, whispers slithered through the school corridors. Saori had finally shown her true colors.
Why is everyone staring? It was just a bit of fun. Lighten up.
Her clique, once devoted, now edged away like she carried a disease.
They think they can judge me. I made them. Without me, they're nothing.
By lunch, her desk was unrecognizable, plastered with notes screaming bully and fake.
These same hands used to pass me notes to copy. Now they're calling me a monster.
Her locker stood violated, the word liar spray-painted in crimson, a wound on the metal.
Who did this? Show yourself, you coward.
But the corridor was a tomb. No allies, no defenders, just the echo of her own voice. For the first time, Saori walked home through empty streets, the school festival's laughter now a curse. Days passed. Ren retreated to the library during breaks, where silence didn't sting.
Ren, I am Yuki. We're in the same class. Is this seat taken?
Oh, the famous transfer. I am Kaito. You eat lunch alone? Not on our watch.
They're inviting me? No conditions, no hidden barbs. Is this allowed?
The next day, a bento box appeared before him, pushed by Yuki's patient hands.
See? Not so scary, right? You just gotta let people in.
It's warm. This feeling. I haven't felt it since childhood. Maybe I can do this.
From the shadow of an old oak, Saori watched. Her fingers dug into the bark.
He's laughing with them. I was the only one who could make him laugh before.
And in that sunlit courtyard, Ren tasted a future without her, and it didn't taste like ashes. That evening, Saori typed a message, "Can we talk?" 5 deleted drafts before she finally pressed send.
Read. No reply. Not even a single word. What did I expect?
She then spent hours writing a letter. 10 crumpled attempts scattered on the floor.
Please, Ren. Read this. Remember the old days. Just give me one chance.
She slipped the envelope into his bag between classes, a ghost leaving a wound. Ren found it. He saw the handwriting, and without a word, dropped it unopened into the trash. The next day, she cornered Kaito in the empty hallway, her voice brittle.
Kaito, you are his friend. How is he? Does he ever mention my name?
He's finally smiling again. Don't ruin it. Stay away from him.
That night, Saori stood alone under a street lamp, her decision made. She would find him, no matter the cost. Long after midnight, Saori sat on her bedroom floor, a photograph album open across her knees.
Here he is. 10 years old, I dragged him to every corner of the park. He never complained.
A memory slipped through the locked door. Her own parents shouting, glass shattering, and little Saori covering her ears, alone on the stairs.
Ren was the only one who ever held my hand without asking for something in return, and I repaid him with cruelty.
She saw her own face in a swirl of mocking grins. Every sneer, every public joke.
I was terrified. Terrified he'd leave if he saw the real me, so I made sure he could never look away.
The truth cracked through. Her mockery was a fortress, and every taunt a desperate wall to keep him bound to her.
I loved him. All along, I loved him, and I poisoned it.
By morning, the photo album was closed, but her eyes held a new, fragile resolve.
I'll say it to his face. Even if he never forgives me, he has to know the truth.
Saori obtained the location from a hesitant classmate, the park near the river where Ren went every afternoon.
This is it. If I can just see him, maybe he'll listen. Maybe I can undo some of the damage.
For 3 days, she watched from the old bridge, hidden behind the railing. On the 4th day, Ren and Yuki sat on a bench, their shoulders almost touching.
That's her, Yuki. She's everything I pretended to be but never was. And Ren, he looks at peace.
Ren, you've done so much. Be proud of how far you've come.
She's saying what I should have said years ago. I am the villain in this story.
As dusk painted the sky gray, the first raindrop fell. Ren offered Yuki his umbrella, insisting on walking her home. Saori's own umbrella remained closed. She followed at a distance, the rain soaking her uniform. After seeing Yuki to her door, Ren turned toward his own apartment, alone. Saori's grip on the strap tightened. On a street emptied by rain, Saori lunged from the shadows and grabbed his sleeve, her grip desperate and trembling. Ren wrenched his arm free, the motion cold and practiced. He didn't even look at her.
Ren, wait, please, I need to tell you. I was wrong about everything.
He turned away, the motion cutting through her like a blade. His silence was louder than her cries.
Every joke, every insult, I was terrified. Terrified. You'd leave if you knew how broken I really am.
Her legs buckled. She collapsed to her knees on the wet pavement, still clutching the hem of his pants.
I am begging you, don't leave me. I'll do anything.
Ren froze. Rain traced the line of his jaw, masking any tell of emotion. Behind them, Saori's abandoned umbrella spun lazily in a puddle, as if the world had paused, and then, slowly, he turned his head. The question that had waited for years was finally ready to be asked.
Why did you only realize what you had when you already destroyed it?
The words cut through the rain, sharper than before, leaving a silence that felt like eternity.
Every public shaming was my twisted way of screaming. Don't leave me. Don't forget me. I thought if I made him small, he'd never be strong enough to walk away.
Memories crashed against her skull. Snickers, cold stares, the way he'd flinch at her voice.
But he's standing there now, looking at me like I am a stranger. And I did that. I have to tell him the truth. No more lies, no more masks.
She lifted her chin, rain mingling with tears, and her lips parted.
Please, just hear me, because I need you to understand.
She drew a ragged breath, the confession of a lifetime trembling on her tongue.
I loved you so much it scared me. I didn't know how to hold on to you without hurting you.
Every cruel joke was a desperate attempt to control the only connection she had.
If I was just the bully, you'd never see the broken girl who couldn't even speak at home. Every taunt, every secret I exposed, it was to keep you close, because I was terrified you'd leave.
She admitted she knew it was wrong, but the fear of losing him was stronger than her conscience.
And I destroyed the one person who ever treated me like I mattered.
The rain seemed to wash away her masks, leaving only the raw, ugly truth she had hidden for years.
I wanted to be the one you needed, but I ended up being the one you feared. Now I see you. You don't need me anymore. And it's what I deserved all along.
Her voice broke on the final word, and she bowed her head, waiting for judgment. Ren stood motionless, the rain a cold curtain between them, his thoughts a storm.
The girl who humiliated me for years is crying at my feet. And yet, I can't feel the satisfaction I expected.
A memory pierced through, a sunlit park, a clumsy crown of flowers, and a little girl's smile.
She said I looked like a prince. I had forgotten that day.
His fist clenched at his side, knuckles white, the anger simmering. Then, slowly, it loosened.
Why can't I just walk away? Why is it so hard to hate her right now?
A single tear escaped, indistinguishable from the rain, tracing a path of old wounds.
That girl who held my hand, is she still somewhere inside this broken person?
His expression was a battlefield, rage, pity, and something he dared not name. The rain showed no mercy. As if waiting for him to speak, to choose, Saori slowly released his pant leg, her hand trembling as she turned it palm up, offering peace.
I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I want to earn it, even if it takes forever.
Ren's hand at his side twitched, fingers curling and uncurling in a silent debate.
If I take it, the past doesn't disappear, but maybe a future could start.
Raindrops seemed to slow, each one a frozen lens capturing the fragile moment.
Please, just reach back. Give me even the smallest sign.
His fingers uncurled, inching through the cold air towards her open palm.
I am not ready to forgive, but I am so tired of hating.
The space between their hands was inches, and a chasm of years. He held his breath, teetering on the edge of an irreversible choice. Then, with a slow, deliberate motion, Ren lowered himself to the cold, wet ground, meeting her at eye level. But instead of taking her hand, he covered it with his own, gently pressing her trembling fingers closed, a gesture of reluctant compassion.
Start by standing up. That's the only way any of this means anything.
Her head lifted, hope flickering through the tears, fragile and terrified.
This isn't forgiveness, but it's not rejection. It's a chance.
Ren straightened back to his full height, the rain still tracing paths down his weary face, a silent acceptance of the fragile new ground between them. With effort, she pushed herself up from the pavement, legs unsteady, but standing. They stood face to face in the rain, the one place where lies couldn't survive.
Thank you for not walking away.
And for the first time that night, the rain seemed to listen, its rage softening to a gentle murmur, as if granting them this one moment of truce.
I can't forget the things you did, Saori. Those scars are still there, but I am tired of hating you. I'll try to understand. That's all I can promise.
Thank you. I'll wait, no matter how long. I'll prove that I can change.
Just don't make promises you can't keep.
They stood in the easing rain, the storm of their past finally settling into a quiet, forgiving drizzle. Saori wiped her eyes, her posture straightening, with a fragile but fierce determination. Ren gave a single nod, then turned and walked away, his silhouette slowly shrinking into the night. The street grew still, but in the distance, an empty park bench sat beneath the clearing sky, a silent witness to the fragile truce.
This isn't over. It's only just begun.
And as he walked, for the first time in years, a small, genuine smile touched Ren's lips, as if a long winter had finally begun to thaw. Days turned into weeks. The memory of that rainy night slowly wove itself into the fabric of their separate lives. Ren still ate lunch with Yuki and Kaito, but his laughter was softer now, his gaze often drifting toward his phone.
No messages today either, but somehow, that doesn't feel as heavy as it used to.
Across town, Saori found a different kind of solace. She volunteered at a community kitchen, her hands now used for serving, not hurting.
Every plate I fill is a step away from who I was. I have to keep moving.
One afternoon in the school courtyard, their paths crossed. The world didn't stop, but it held its breath.
She seems lighter, almost like the girl from the photograph.
He's not looking away. That alone is more than I deserve.
For a fleeting second, their eyes met. An almost imperceptible nod passed between them, a wordless acknowledgement of the fragile truce. Then they continued on their separate ways. The distance between them no longer a chasm, but a path. One clear evening, after the final bell, Ren opened his locker and a small folded note fluttered to his feet.
No name, but I recognize the handwriting. It's hers.
The note read, "I am still working on it."
She's still trying. Maybe I should too.
He pocketed the note with an almost imperceptible smile, then walked out into the cool evening air. Without thinking, his feet carried him to the park, to the old bench where, as children, they had once made a promise.
This spot still smells the same. The wood is just as worn.
He sat alone, gazing up at the emerging stars, the city's distant hum, a gentle backdrop.
We're both different now. Maybe that's enough for now.
The note crinkled softly in his pocket as he leaned back, the weight of years finally beginning to lift. As the stars wheeled overhead, Ren closed his eyes, and the years peeled back like old bark. He was 7 again, sitting on this same bench, tears streaming after a fall.
Don't cry, Ren. I'll always protect you. That's a promise.
She looked so fierce, clenching her tiny fists. I believed her completely.
That was the first promise broken, but not the last. The memory faded, and the bench was empty again. Cherry blossoms drifted silently down. Ren was gone, but something lingered, the faintest scent of spring and second chances. Some wounds heal, but they always leave a scar. The question of what comes next is not for us to answer, but for them to write. And so the cherry blossoms continued to fall, as they always do, waiting for tomorrow. Before the rain-soaked plea, another storm brewed in the quiet of Saori's home. Her mother, weary from years of unspoken pain, finally broke her silence. She confessed, her voice raw with old wounds. "I was a bully too, once. I tormented a girl because I envied her. It cost me my best friend. I've regretted it every day since."
All this time, she's been carrying the same weight. and I never knew.
Then her mother cupped Saori's face, her eyes glistening with tears not shed for years.
She wants me to fix this, before it's too late.
Saori broke down, burying her face in her mother's shoulder, the dam of years of isolation finally cracking.
I can't end up like her. I won't. I'll find Ren, even if I have to beg on my knees.
That night, her resolve became iron. The rain was still to come, but the storm within had already started to calm. The afternoon before the rain, cherry blossoms fluttered around a quiet park bench. Ren was reading, and Yuki sat close, her hands fidgeting.
Ren, I need to tell you something. I really like you. More than just a friend.
What? She likes me? No, she can't. I am broken. She deserves someone whole.
Ren, you are pale. Did I say something wrong?
I am sorry. I can't. I have to go.
He stumbled back, nearly tripping over his own feet. Yuki's hand hung in the air, then slowly dropped.
Running away again. Just like every other time, someone gets close. Pathetic.
He ended up on the rooftop, the same place he used to hide from Saori's laughter.
Yuki deserves someone who isn't haunted by the past. I am not ready for this. I am not worthy.
Below, the world moved on. Above, Ren sat alone, the weight of his scars heavier than ever, the distant hum of coming rain in the air. That same night, Saori sat at her desk, the glow of the screen illuminating a half-typed apology.
1,000 words, but none of them right. He won't read them anyway.
She hit delete, the cursor blinking on a blank page, a silent echo of her mistakes. She pulled up the weather app. Heavy rain, 100% chance. A grim smile touched her lips.
The sky will cry with me tomorrow.
She stood, her reflection in the glass, showing a stranger, no longer the queen bee, just a girl with a debt. She grabbed her coat. No umbrella. Tonight, she would find him.
Tomorrow, I'll make it right.
The rain began to fall, heavy and relentless, as if the heavens knew what was to come. And so, the story came full circle, back to a rain-drenched street where a girl once called Queen Bee sobbed on her knees.